Going on, BrewSports Baseball people? Are you excited for baseball to come back? I'm excited for baseball to come back, so I can't wait. We are 1 month away from off-season trading. Off-season trading that leads into keepers. Keepers then leads into preparing for the draft, and then so there's all kinds of really cool activity that's coming up. I just wanted to make sure you guys are aware that on February 27th until March 12th, we will be doing the off-season trading. During that time, you can trade anything, any player for any player. In that situation, if you are going to trade draft picks, we want to make sure that the draft picks, the compensation is twofold. So you have one draft pick for one draft pick in the trade, but you can also trade any player. So that's coming up in 4 weeks. And then the keepers will be due March 12th. The proposed draft is March 19th. At this point, we're still a little early in the process to figure out if that's going to work. And then our season starts on March 30th. Man, we are literally 2 months away from Major League Baseball, meaningful games. There are a couple of rules changes. Obviously, with Major League Baseball, there's been some rule changes. We no longer have a shift, which means that all 4 infielders must be touching the dirt or infield area at the pitch delivery. Now, what happens after pitch delivery, that's completely up to the players, but at pitch delivery, that's what happens. In addition, you can't have more than 2 infielders on either side of second base. So there's an imaginary line that goes pitcher, there goes home plate, pitcher, second base, and then you have to have at least 2. You have to have 2 on either side of second base. Again, we'll see what kind of creativity Major League Baseball comes up with. But no more rover in right field. So you can't put the second baseman or whoever out there in right field to protect against a shift. Bigger bases. So the bases are 4.5 inches closer to each other from first to second and second to third. And we'll see what that means. As far as speeding up the game. I know it's being done for safety, but there's also an opportunity to add steals as a result. And then the pitch clock. So another offensive rule is the pitch clock and limits to throws over to a base. So the way the pitch clock works is going to be it's 15 to 20 or 14 to 19, something like that. But the bigger rule is after 2 throws over to first base, if there's a third throw over or step off or whatever, then the runner gets awarded second base automatically. Now, be curious to see what kind of strategies will be built around that. As far as our league goes, we have some rule changes as well. The big rule changes that we have are we're going to be adding a pitching flex position. That's could be a starting pitcher, a relief pitcher, whatever you want to put in there as far as a pitcher goes. The bench size will remain 7, though. So we will add 1 roster spot to accommodate the starting pitcher, but the bench size will still be 7. I apologize for my eye. Also, we're adding holds at 4 points a hold. Keep in mind that really that's not that beneficial unless they are a dominant reliever. So that really the category is only for about 15 to 20 pitchers that could potentially fit that role and compete equally points-wise with a 4th starter on your team, putting a 4th starter in on the team. So we're looking at like 10 to 15 points a week window, somewhere in that area. We're bringing back saves to 10 points as well instead of 8. And we're going to leave the blown saves at -4. So we're just going to keep that the same because blown saves are up overall. And we feel like that's working against the direction we want to go to bonus pitching. Also, the last piece here is that we are adding bonus points for pitching for pitchers that pitch into the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings. So the way it works is if you go 6 and a third innings, then you're going to get an additional 1.3 points for making it 6 and a third innings. The last thing that doesn't impact pitching is just for fun, for hitting. If a batter hits for the cycle, then you're going to get a 5 bonus points there. But we already feel like the offense is going to have enough additional points injected in it with an increase in performance. Keep in mind that part of the reason why Major League Baseball is doing this because last year set a record low since the 60s as far as batting average across the league at 243. That's an incredibly low number. If you just go back a decade ago when Major League Baseball was around 260, that's a significant decrease in the other peripheral numbers. Now, the power numbers have not gone away, although the Cleveland Indians barely scraped past 100 home runs. Still, the power numbers are still there, right? So the power numbers are there. They're not looking to take that away, but they are looking to inject a little more offense into the league, which, you know what, that's offense is exciting. The dominant pitchers are still going to be dominant. The pitchers that are on the peripherals, those are the ones that are probably going to be impacted the most. All right, that is your 2023 Get Ready to Rock Brew Sports Baseball update. You guys have a great day.